bombing everywhere.
2018 is the centennial year of U.S. participation in World War I, and American History TV is marking the anniversary with a variety of programs.
This is a German World War I pillbox, late war defensive position. These fine gentlemen can give you a tour of the pillbox itself. Franz?
Yeah. All right. What you're actually walking into is a recreation of a World War I German pillbox. A position like this would have been poured concrete about 2 to 3 feet thick, and there would have been 6 men living in here. On each side there are 3 bunks, and what I'm standing on here is the gun platform. There would have been 2 machine guns, one on each side here. And the whole idea of this style pillbox, there would have been a series of them in a row, and in front of that would have been all barbed wire. The barbed wire was to slow down the attack, and also these machine guns here were to also slow down that attack. And they could use less men along the line in a situation like that. And the idea was, too, to slow an attack down, but also, if they were going to get overrun, they were told to kind of cut and run and get out of this position. These positions were built as part of the Hindenburg Line, which was around 1917 or so. And it took the Germans about, I think it was like 3 or 4 months to actually complete the line itself before they actually started attacking and trying to chew away at these lines. And they actually worked really well. The Germans also had stormtroops that they had specially trained, and a lot of these soldiers were younger soldiers that were more physically fit. And the idea was, if this area was getting attacked, they could send the stormtroopers into that particular area to help stem the tide of the attack itself and maybe throw it back. And if that didn't work, again, they were told to come back and fall back and regroup again. And there was another line of these style bunkers.
You have rats there?
Yeah, one of the big problems they had was the rat population, because all these guys that died, they couldn't go out and retrieve all the bodies, so they laid out there for months or sometimes years, and the war was like 4 years or so, and with the artillery and everything bombarding the area and everything being churned up, the bodies never got retrieved, and they just got totally blown apart and stuff. It's one of the things that, again, we're finding out. And so they had to constantly deal with the rat population and the lice and the insects, and like this weekend was kind of crummy for us because of the rain, but I mean they had to deal with that all the time. You know, I'm going to go home tonight and take a nice shower, but yeah, so the living conditions were horrendous.